Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time, man. Listen, National Urban League President and CEO Marc Morial, State of Black America. Good morning, Mr. Mark. How you feeling, man?
Good morning, Ricky, and good morning to your listening audience. And this is the State of Black America for today. Every day that Donald Trump remains in office is a threat to our national security.
That's what I said.
And to the health of our democracy.
Right.
He must be removed immediately.
Yes.
For the safety and security of the nation, whether by the 25th Amendment, by impeachment, or resignation. His actions last week in inciting an insurrection, a riot, and a mob attack on the United States Capitol must be dealt with, punished, and he must be held accountable. He is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office in an appropriate way. He's constructed a false alternate reality of conspiracy theories, lies, falsehoods, wishful thinking, and has empowered white supremacy. We cannot endure this. Will Vice President Pence have any courage? Will the cabinet have any courage to invoke Section 4 of the 25th Amendment to remove him from office? We do not know, but if it doesn't happen, we support impeachment and ultimately a trial through which he will be barred from running for office again.
Mr. Mark, I ain't trying to cut you off, Mr. Mark. They are freaking spineless and disgusting.
Yes, sir. There's no courage, there's no spine, and this is what we're dealing with in America today. But, Ricky, the willing, the able, the just, and the fair, that's where we stand. And we cannot let our voices go silent. We cannot let our voices go low. We cannot be, if you will, tricked into this thing. Well, if you want to bring the country together, we should just look the other way. No. Those law enforcement in Washington would have treated a civil rights march or a Black Lives Matter march very differently. You know it, we know it, they know it. So once again, we saw disparate treatment in action. They must be held accountable. So I'm encouraging everyone to use their voice, use their social media, use whatever voice they have to call on the leaders in Washington to use the 25th Amendment to force him to resign, or let's go through a second impeachment. What he did was so reprehensible, so offensive, so threatening to democracy that it cannot go unpunished, it cannot go unprosecuted, and everyone involved must be held accountable. I want to see where the money came from. I understand there were people paying for buses, plane tickets, cars. I hear that speakers at the rally, Giuliani, Roger Stone, these two minstrel characters, Diamond and Silk, who are on Fox News, they were all in the middle of it. Have you heard of those two minstrel characters? They're in it too, Ricky.
Yes,
and
sir.
So we have got to call them out. Look, Ossoff and Warnock made history in Georgia. The voters of Georgia stood up. Black voters, I want to just say you met the moment in a spectacular way. Grassroots leaders, elected officials, religious leaders, faith leaders. Maybe in a week or two I'll call names, because if I start calling names, I'm going to miss somebody. But it was a powerful moment, and we're going to have a shot and a chance and an opportunity to change the direction of this nation. It will not be easy, but we have to deal with this insurrection because they want to do more. They are already planning to come back to Washington on the 19th and the 20th to stage another one of these stunts. And law enforcement has to be ready. And
what they need to do, Mr. Mark, make sure that they get police officers that's not sympathetic to the Trump cult.
Well, look, that's one of the issues in America, that most of these police, fraternal orders of police, union-type organizations endorsed Trump in this last election. And then they're policing communities that voted 95% against Trump. There's a disconnect between law enforcement in many communities, or some law enforcement, and the people they serve. And in 2021, Ricky, we have to call it out.
Yep.
We have to throw a spotlight on it. We have to raise our voices. We have to continue to say enough is enough as we move forward in this nation. And that's the state of Black America.
That is, ladies and gentlemen, y'all help me give it up for Mr. Marc Morial, the former New Orleans mayor and Louisiana State Senator, and currently president of the National Urban League. Man, thank you for joining us, man. We love you, man.
Thank you, Rick. I'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
God bless.